welcome back to Wixel Cars. Today, we're jumping a few years into the future and looking at the 5-car technologies rolling in before 2030 that could make a brand new car you buy today feel outdated way sooner than you expect. If you're on the fence about upgrading, watch this first, because by the end, you might be glad you waited. Picture this, it's 2029. You step into your car, it wakes up like a phone, logs you in by face or voice, plans your route, checks cheaper charging on the way, and even earns you money when you're not using it. You don't think about the engine. You don't think about the infotainment. You don't even think about the key. It just works. That future isn't sci-fi anymore. It's being built right now. And these 5 shifts are the reason your next car could age fast. Let's start with the one you'll feel every single day. Cars becoming software first, hardware second. A few years ago, updates meant service centers and recalls. Now updates fly over the air while you sleep and your car wakes up with new features. Better range estimates, sharper driver assists, even a new dashboard layout without you lifting a finger. Automakers are moving to powerful central computers, cleaner wiring, and operating systems designed to add features for years. That means the car you buy in 2028 won't be frozen in time. It will keep learning, keep improving, and in some cases unlock new capabilities when the brand releases them. You'll see smarter voice assistants that actually understand you, app stores built into the car, driver aids that get smoother with data, and cabins that feel familiar across models because the software ties it all together. It's the same shift phones made when they stopped being phones and became platforms. Your 2025 model with a fixed, clunky head unit and no meaningful updates will feel ancient next to that. If you're hearing this and nodding, hit like right now so more car fans find this breakdown. Now the tech that will change how far you can go and how fast you can get back on the road. Next-gen batteries and faster charging. There is a race on to replace today's lithium-ion packs with tougher, more energy-dense designs. Solid-state batteries are the headliners because they promise higher range, better safety, and quick charge windows measured in minutes. Not long coffee breaks. Several big players have already outlined timelines to start rolling them into real cars later this decade, even before solid-state arrives in force. Pack chemistry is improving, silicon-rich anodes are spreading, and 800-volt electrical systems are becoming common, which means many EVs already jump from low charge to road trip, ready in roughly the time it takes to stretch and grab a drink. Add to that the charging standardization happening across networks, and by 2026 to 2027, you'll see far less connector confusion and far more plugs you can actually use. The bottom line, a car you buy in a hurry today might charge slower, drive shorter, and be stuck on the wrong plug type compared to what's coming in just a couple of years. If you've ever waited at a charger staring at the progress bar, you know why this is a big deal. The next shift might be the one that pays you back your car as part of the energy grid. Bidirectional charging lets you power your home during an outage, run tools at a campsite, top up e-bikes and gear, and in some regions, sell electricity back to the grid when prices spike. The tech to make this safe and automatic is already standardized and rolling out through new chargers, new home batteries, and new car software. As utilities open up more programs through the decade, owners who plug in at night could actually earn credits or cash without doing anything. Imagine your car paying part of its own loan just by sitting in the driveway. If your current or almost car can't push power back out or lacks the communication needed for those programs, it could age out of some very real value over the next 5 years. Now for the headline grabber. Higher level automated driving and true driverless ride hailing in more cities. We're no longer arguing about whether it's possible. We're watching it scale carefully and in stages. There are already cars certified to let you take your eyes off the road in limited traffic conditions. And there are driverless ride services running without a human at the wheel in multiple metros, expanding mile by mile. The difference by 2030 won't just be better lane centering. It will be cars that relieve you in traffic jams, hands-free on mapped highways, and robotaxi zones that change how a lot of people think about owning a second car. If your daily grind is bumper to bumper, the ability to legally disengage and let the car handle, it is life-changing. If you live in a covered area, grabbing a driverless ride at midnight after a concert may feel normal. Car you buy today that can't upgrade its sensors or receive new automated features over time could feel limited when your friend's 2028 model glides past in rush hour with the driver answering emails. Quick, pulse check, would you trust your car to drive in heavy Traffic so you can relax, or do you want to stay in full control? Tell me in the comments. I'm curious where you stand. The fifth shift is the one you'll notice. Every time you talk to your car, real in-car AI, that's actually useful. We've had voice controls for years, but let's be honest, they've been hit or miss. The new wave is smarter, more natural, and deeply connected to the rest of the vehicle. Think assistants that plan your whole day with your calendar. Learn your routine, predict where you're heading and why, suggest cheaper or faster charging, change the cabin mood when you're stressed, and explain warnings in plain language. Paired with better cameras and sensors inside the car, you get systems that keep you engaged when you need to be and take the edge off when you don't. This isn't about flashy gimmicks. It's about making the machine feel like a helpful co-pilot rather than another screen to manage. If you buy a car now with a basic voice button and no path to smarter assistance, you'll see the gap quickly as these AI co-pilots roll out across lineups. Let's tie this together with how all 5 stack up in real life. You leave for a weekend trip. The car suggests a route that saves you 30 minutes and $2 on energy. It books charging with the right plug, preconditions the battery so you actually get the speed the charger advertises, and lines up a restaurant near the stop. On the highway, it legally handles the crawl when traffic locks up. While you relax, at your cabin, you plug into your home battery, set up, and the car balances both without you thinking about it. Overnight, the car updates itself. In the morning, it has a new lane change assist that feels smoother and a calmer. Cabin setting, it learned you like before coffee. When you get home Sunday night, the car puts a little money back into your account by sending a few kilowatt hours to the grid during peak demand. That's not a wild dream anymore. That's the path we're on. So what should you do if you need a car soon? If your current ride is expensive to maintain or doesn't fit your life, get what you need. But if you're choosing between nice to have and must have, this is one of those rare moments in car history where waiting a model year or 2 could get you a much smarter machine for the same money. Faster charging, more compatible ports, real bidirectional power, upgradable driver assist, and an AI that actually helps. Those are features that will age well. Quick favor while you're here, drop a comment with the one feature that would convince you to hold off on a purchase. Is it true hands-off driving in traffic? 10-minute fast charging? Getting paid for power at home? I want to see where this audience lands, and your answers help shape what we cover next. And if you're finding this useful, share it with a friend who's shopping right now. You might save them thousands and a lot of regret. Before we wrap, let's talk pitfalls. Not every brand will move at the same speed. Some will launch splashy features and then stall. Some will charge extra for software you thought was included. Some will promise compatibility soon that takes longer than you'd like. That's why we keep tracking the real-world rollouts and updates over time. But the direction is clear. Cars are becoming more like living products than appliances. That shift will make older models feel out of date faster. But it also means the cars we drive in the late 2020s are going to be more helpful, safer, and easier to live with than anything we've had. Here's my take. If your budget can stretch and your timing is flexible, aim for a car that checks 4 boxes. It gets regular over-the-air updates. It supports the fast charging standard that's winning in your region. It's built for bidirectional power. And it either has certified hands-off capability today or a clear roadmap to it. If you can hit those, you're future-proofing better than most buyers. And now the fun part. Imagine cracking open your garage in 2030. Do you want a quiet, capable EV that charges in the time it takes to grab a snack? A plug-in that powers your home in a storm? Or are you picturing a sleek coupe that still roars, but leans on a smarter co-pilot? To make the commute painless? Tell me your 2030 dream setup in the comments. I'll be reading them all. If this helped you see the next 5 years more clearly, subscribe to Wixel Cars. We're here to keep you ahead of the curve, so the car you choose is one you love longer. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one.